Hello. It's, what is it? It's Wednesday, December 26th, Boxing Day. Yesterday was a good Christmas. I was a little tired, uh, but I got a new iPhone case, which pleases me. Tristan bought it for me. Um, so I now have a case I can put my iPhone in, and it won't get knocked around in my bag anymore. Um, Feeling a little sweaty. Not sure if it's the chemo drugs. Um, I resume radiation tomorrow. My brother Ian is going to come over with me and see what it's all about. So, yesterday and today, I spent a fair amount of time researching various clinics that offer alternative therapies for glioblastoma. Also, I found two blogs. There's two guys in the States who, younger than me, who've been afflicted. One has grade 4, one has grade 3. And it was interesting because they documented all the steps that they've taken. The one with grade 4 is, now don't quote me on this, but I think, hold on, I'm going to pause. I've got to find out exactly how long he's been living. He's been living 17 months since his diagnosis, which is on the cusp of the outside edge of the 25% people that who do survive, whereas the median is 13 to 15 months. And I wrote him an email, and he wrote me back and answered some questions and gave me, referred me to someone else's blog who had visited a clinic that I'm certainly interested in going to. I spoke with my ex-boss, whose fiance passed away from cancer a couple of months ago, and he sent me some brochures on cancer treatment clinics in Mexico, and I've emailed the person who put together the brochure and requested a telephone appointment, which I have to pay for, just so he can suggest, a clinic that specializes in people who have the type of cancer that I have. So I'm waiting for that call, or that email, to schedule that call. Tristan's working on an application for Johns Hopkins. We picked up the reports from Princess Margaret, and I was surprised to find that when they did the biopsy, they actually cut out a 2 centimeter by 2 centimeter by 2 centimeter portion of my brain. And having reviewed the report, we understand why they did that. But I didn't know that that was going to be an option for the biopsy, because I do remember that when the neurosurgeon, Dr. Bernstein, dropped by my bed after the operation, he said he removed something the size of a pea. And a pea is not that big by that big. That's a jube. Anyways, I had to take a tranquilizer after I read that. I'm starting to wonder if that had something to do with why I'm off balance. The funny thing is, or odd thing is, they all my doctors say they don't understand why I'm off balance, because where the tumors are don't affect that portion of your brain that helps keep you upright. But on one of the blogs that I read, the fellow who's suffering from grade 3 states that he's quite dizzy. And so I don't think the doctors really know, or I think they're covering their asses. Anyways, so I had a strategy session with Tristan. There are 2 university clinics that we're going to send my records to, primarily because in addition to the treatment that I'm getting here in Canada, they have some clinical studies. It'll be interesting to see whether the vaccine programs that they have pan out. Also, what I didn't realize was that once I finish this round of chemo, which will be in 7 weeks, I get a month off, and then I'm back on it, or I'm supposed to go back on it for another 6 months at least, which I'm not crazy about doing. However, I've purchased a Kindle book on the recommendation of one of the bloggers, and what they say is, the cancer survivors do the conventional treatment as well as the alternative treatment. So that's certainly going to give me some impetus to continue to take the chemo. So we have a strategy. There's Mayo Clinic, Johns Hopkins. There's I don't know how many clinics in Mexico there are that treat this. I know of at least one. And again, they do something called dendritic vaccines, which, if you have a certain type of glioblastoma, it can increase your survival rate by 50%. So that could give me another 30 months. So I've got all this work to do in putting these applications together. Wish me luck.